Stephen Fenech here, and what have we got? The iPad Pro 12.9 inch and 11 inch models that we're going to unbox and review for you right now. Well, here it is, the new 5th generation iPad Pro. This is the 12.9 inch model. This is running the M1 processor. This also has the mini LED display. So here are the specs. It's 12.9 inch model. It has a 1 terabyte drive. It is the Wi-Fi plus cellular. So this has the 5G connectivity on board as well. So let's take a look. So the packaging, the iPad on the box is actual size of the 12.9 inch iPad inside. So let's open it up and take a look. Here it is. So we've got the silver model. So that's pretty nice. It's got the camera system here. Really nice silver finish. I like that color. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the 11 inch iPad Pro. This is the 2 terabyte model. This is the 11 inch model, so Wi-Fi plus cellular, so there is 5G on board, but a 2 terabyte internal storage. The 12.9 inch that we reviewed has a 1 terabyte drive, so this is double the storage. This does not have the mini LED display. This has the regular display, but it does have the 5G connectivity as well as the increased storage with 2 terabytes. But let's open it up. And again, that's actual size, whatever you see on the box. There it is there if you don't believe me. Oh, and this is the space gray model. So that is the new 11 inch iPad Pro. And let's sit it next to the 12.9 inch iPad Pro. So we've got new silver iPad Pro 12.9 inch, space gray iPad Pro 11 inch. Just when you thought, what possible improvement could you make to the iPad Pro, Apple offers an M1 processor and a Liquid Retina XDR display on the 12.9 inch model. And you have to think about the customer for the iPad Pro. This isn't really a consideration as a laptop replacement. I think comparing this to a laptop isn't quite right. I think this is better described as a laptop alternative, because this thing offers an experience and features that laptops don't provide, especially Apple's laptop. So if you're tossing up between a MacBook and an iPad Pro, I think it's two different customers perhaps that are using these products. iPad Pro naturally has a touchscreen and is ultra portable. A MacBook and a MacBook Air and a MacBook Pro doesn't have the touchscreen experience, has a full keyboard. So that's kind of a different scenario. If you're an iPad Pro customer, I think the emphasis is on the word Pro. You are using this in ways that you can't use a laptop. So whether you're a photographer, a videographer, a creative professional, this is out with you in the field. And now with the new Liquid Retina XDR display on the 12.9 inch, it does give you a great reference to your content, to your videos, whatever you're shooting or creating. You can see them in extra quality, replicated to the quality that you perhaps would see on a larger monitor is right here on the 12.9 inch model. The 11 inch model doesn't have the Liquid Retina XDR display, still has Liquid Retina, but in terms of the display quality, the 12.9 inch, Apple decided the larger model would have that slightly better display, which is powered through mini LED technology. And this is the same technology that we're seeing on the latest smart TVs. The mini LEDs creates 2,500 dimming zones on the screen. So you have HDR content is even better. So true representation of that high quality content, backed also by great audio as well. So the speakers on board are also superior, and just all around gives you a tremendous experience whether you're creating content or enjoying content. Design wise, not much has changed. The only difference I think with the 12.9 inch is it is slightly thicker to accommodate the Liquid Retina XDR display, but otherwise the design is relatively unchanged. What has changed though, all the differences, all the improvements are all under the hood, and of course leading out with the M1 processor. That's Apple's very own silicon, is now aboard the iPad Pro range. So this offers next level performance for users, extra speed, so doing things like sorting through hundreds of layers of a photo image on Photoshop, editing 4K video on the move as well. So all those high-end tasks that you think could only be handled by a laptop, the M1 powered iPad Pros can really accomplish quite easily. The other welcome addition to the iPad Pro is 5G connectivity, and this follows hot on the heels of the iPhone 12, which was Apple's first 5G device. So the iPad Pros have inherited 5G connectivity, and the sort of user who will be using the iPad Pro, again, a more pro user, will appreciate that ability to connect from anywhere if they have the cellular model and that 5G connectivity. 5G networks are, here in Australia anyway, really growing quickly and covering most of the population. So we're looking at up to 75% coverage on 5G here in Australia. So that makes a really welcome addition in terms of that connectivity. It's like your phone. You don't have to worry about finding a connection. You just unlock it and you're connected. So you can have a similar setup now with the iPad Pro and with 5G. During our reviews of the 5G iPad Pros, we had speeds of up to 500 megabits per second. So if you're in the right place, you can get really fast, not only fast download speeds, but also fast upload speeds as well to download and upload those large files. And just get the job done. But wherever you are, if there is 5G connectivity available, you are going to enjoy those tremendous speeds. Another big improvement for the iPad Pros is the storage capacity. You can now opt for up to 2 terabytes of storage. There's 1 terabyte option, 2 terabytes and lower. But having that added storage on board means that you can do things like store more video, like 4K video takes up a lot more room than HD video, for example. And you can now have more room, a bit more peace of mind, knowing that you got plenty of room to store your content and your documents and all your data. Another new feature on the camera is called Center Stage. Now this feature uses machine learning to keep you centered during a video call. What it does, it actually uses the ultra wide camera on the iPad Pro and intelligently zooms in and pans across the image, without moving of course, to keep you centered. So for your next video call, you're always going to be in the middle, even if you are moving around. And if a second person enters the frame, it will track both of you at the same time so that you're both in the middle of the screen. Naturally, the Apple Pencil goes with the iPad Pro like bacon goes with eggs. You can't have one without the other. There are a lot of things you can do with the Apple Pencil. You can draw, you can sketch, you can do all kinds of things. It attaches magnetically on the top edge of the iPad Pro, so when you're not using it, it sits on top of the iPad and not only pairs it, but also charges the Apple Pencil as well. Since the upgrade to iPad OS, Apple Pencil is more powerful and precise than ever. It's got pixel precision, so whether you're writing or sketching or painting, with it is a really handy addition to the device. But with the new feature called Scribble, you can also use Apple Pencil to handwrite into text fields, and then the iPad Pro will convert that into typed text. Another new accessory that you can see right here is the Magic Keyboard, which is now available in white. It still has the same features as the black version of the Magic Keyboard, including a backlit keyboard, a full-size keyboard, and a trackpad. With iPad OS, you can actually, there is a circular cursor now that lets you navigate the system. So for those users who want the assurance and the comfort of having a trackpad rather than using the touchscreen, that's available at your fingertips as well. But the iPads also hang. They seem to hover above the keyboard. They attach magnetically to the back of the Magic Keyboard here. So that never ceases to fascinate. That always looks pretty cool. But also too, there is a USB-C pass-through as well. So located in the hinge is a USB-C port so that you can still charge the iPad Pro if you are actually still using the actual Thunderbolt port on the side of the iPad as well. So you can, if you do need to charge your iPad Pro, you can still upload and download and transfer data through the other port on the actual device itself. The new iPad Pros are not cheap. The 11-inch model starts at 1,199 Australian dollars, and the 12.9-inch model starts at 1,649 Australian dollars. At that price for the 12.9-inch model, that actually makes it more expensive than the M1 MacBook Air. In fact, we went on the Apple website and spec'd up the iPad Pro 12.9-inch model with the most memory, so 2 terabytes of memory, cellular and Wi-Fi. We added an Apple Pencil and the Magic Keyboard, and the grand total came to $4,297. So not very cheap, but that's why they're called Pro. This is a product that obviously a professional user, a savvy user will be attracted to. To them, they're going to be getting great performance, great quality, but they're not going to probably see that as an expense. They're going to see this as an investment because it does provide that stunning performance and great quality on the move. So there you have them, the iPad Pro 11-inch and iPad Pro 12.9-inch. They go on sale this week. If you want to read our complete review, check it out at techguide.com.au. Thanks for watching.